Protesters have once again descended on the streets of the UK, this time outside the Bell Hotel in Epping. Angry demonstrators shouted, "Send them back," as police tried to hold the crowd back. This hotel is currently housing asylum seekers, and tomorrow, a UK court will rule on whether the Home Office can shut it down. Officials argue the hotel was turned into a migrant center without proper planning approval. But the controversy...
Citizens of Skegness, we are marching today to send a message to the government that these streets are our streets. We demand mass deportations of those people who do not belong in Britain. We want the Islamists gone. We want the migrants claiming welfare gone. We want our hotels back.
Hello everyone, hope you're doing amazing. Welcome to this beautiful channel. Thank you so much for clicking to today's episode. So as you've seen from the prelude, protests have erupted in the United Kingdom against the asylum seekers being hosted in the hotels or in the neighborhood. They erupted in July in 2025 after an asylum seeker at the Bell Hotel was arrested and charged with the sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl. The incident became a lightning rod, raising concerns over the placement of asylum seekers in the neighborhoods or in hotels. The protesters genuinely say that this protest has nothing to do with racism, or they're not trying to be racist to these asylum seekers, or even it has nothing to do with the skin color or...
We're here today because we're not here because of their skin colour, we're not here because of race, we're not here because of what they look like. We're here because this country has a serious issue at the moment, and we have to pay for these people, and we're fed up of paying for these people that have come here, and they get everything for free. They get healthcare for free, dental care for free, free phones, phone contracts, contact lenses, glasses, absolutely everything they get for free, and we've had enough of it. We're a fed up nation, we're a fed up people, and again, there's people over there shouting racist, far right. There's no far right, there's no hooligans here, there's no racism here, it's nothing to do with skin colour. I'll actually say, let's call a referendum tomorrow, and anyone who votes for the refugees or asylum seekers to stay here, anyone on the left should have their tax raised to 70% minimum and should free up a space in their house. If they want them here, they can pay for them and make the space for them. And anyone on the right doesn't pay anything and doesn't make any space for them.
In essence of the protest are a mix of genuine reasons, a community anxieties over safety resources and governance intervened with broader political and ideological battles. Some are saying that they really have no reasons with staying with these asylum seekers, but this is that most of them come from the most dangerous countries, making them feel worried about their safety. Or making them worry about their safety. Protesters and mothers and elder residents express fear of a potential safety risk, citing reports of criminal cases to asylum seekers. You can hear some of the protesters chanting that send them back, like you are supposed to take these asylum seekers back to their countries and not to be allowed to stay or reside in United Kingdom.
I live locally, I grew up locally, and I heard about Connor and his friends that were bringing their protest from outside of this area, and it made me feel very concerned. We are a really diverse, welcoming, tolerant, respectful community. We do loads of work locally, and we work with the refugees, with the asylum seekers, sorry. They're really integrated in our society, and it's really important for me and my friends and our locals to come along and show a different viewpoint, because these views that he's bringing into our society are not welcome here.
They've been chanting at you. If not in the hotels, would you take them in?
Well, in my house, well, I wouldn't fit 60 people in my house, would I? So I think a hotel is a perfectly fine place for now. The issue is the asylum seekers that are living in this house have come from the most, if you look at the top 10 most dangerous countries in the world right now, a lot of the men that are living in this hotel are from those countries. Their dads, their uncles, their older siblings. They've made a really dangerous, difficult journey to try and get sanctuary for them and their families. So it's really important they have somewhere to go, and that's completely within our international laws. And if it ever happened to us, I'd hope another country would welcome me in. But they're stuck in a hotel and they don't really want to be. They would absolutely love for the Home Office to speed things up, approve their illegal refugee status, so they can set up a life here. They can get a house, they can get a job, they can start paying their tax and contributing to our society. And that's great, because we've got lots of diversity in this area and we can take more. It's ridiculous what people are saying, it's not true. And that's why we feel so passionately and why we've come out today to show that these views are not welcome here, but the asylum seekers are.
At a Skegness rally, a demonstrator held a sign reading that "You stay migrant and pay," while another accused the council of placing refugees into hotels that are costing the British taxpayers millions, and suggesting many asylum claims are not genuinely, like the reasons of these people going there to seek as asylum seekers are not really genuine. A change organization petition titled "Stop Wasting Taxpayers' Money" emphasizes that billions was spent on asylum support, mostly for hotel housing. It urges relocating those funds to support British citizens struggling with housing, health care, and social care, and demands asylum seekers to contribute, for instance, via community work. Some are even complaining that these asylum seekers are receiving free services while citizens get nothing, or they have access to more rights than the locals, making encapsulating a feeling that the system favors outsiders than their own residents or than their own citizens.
Absolutely disgusting. Devastated. Feel like crying. We come here every week, show our support, and then they've taken it that they've got more rights than us citizens. An absolute disgrace.
There has to be suitable places to put them, not within communities, not scattered about houses. They're unchecked, and that makes them dangerous.
What do you think is leading to all this issue, or what can the government do to stop all this issue of people protesting against the asylum seekers being hosted in the hotels? I would like to know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching up to this point. If you like this video, kindly consider supporting this channel by just subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Let's meet on the next episode.
They should feel angry and frustrated, because the simple fact is that our own British Human Rights Act, based on the European Convention of Human Rights, is solely responsible for this complete mess. And the Home Office lawyers deliberately argued yesterday that the rights of illegal asylum seekers is greater and more significant than the rights of the British people for safety of residents in and around Epping. That is the basis of this, and what the Home Office should be doing is what we announced earlier this week. They should be removing these people to detention centres in remote areas, away from local residents, whilst they rapidly process people and reject all of these illegal claims. That's what they should be doing.